Hey, Juno? Where the hell did she go? I literally just told her I was gonna go grab soda. Fuck. Alright. I couldn't find her anywhere in the fucking house. I guess this is the last place to fucking look. Oh, I don't like being out here at night alone. Oh, nope. Juno? Oh shit, there you are. Hey. Where'd you go? You alright?
Do you know about the burning bush?
What are you talking about?
Do you know about the burning bush?
No.
I lit it. That's right. I set it on fire. Now, why? Why would I set it on fire? Because I needed to destroy something greater than all of us, greater than any of this.
Juno, you're scaring me.
I was in a tournament before the last one.
What?
I was in a tournament before the last one, and I was about the same as I was in the last one. I was cunning, I was resourceful, and I was smart. So what did I do? I looked into things. I looked into things that maybe I shouldn't have. And I discovered a lot. I discovered that the Prime, I discovered Prime. I discovered that Prime was running an experiment. He wanted to know if a shade could be killed. So what did he do? He got himself a god killer. A god killer. Something so strong that it could even harm him. And what did he do with it? He gave it out as a reward to a particularly resourceful rabbit that completed a challenge of his own design. I was that rabbit. And I got the god killer, and I was more than ready to turn it on whatever pitiful shade he had running that tournament, but I didn't do it. Instead, I kept digging. And I found Eden. Not the Eden we know. I found my Eden. I found her. And I realized what I had to do. Prime had a plan. If that experiment went through, then who knows what he would have done. So I decided to put a wrench in it. I did some digging, and I learned how god killers were made.
How?
God killers are, well, yes, they're weapons. They're physical, tangible things. They're created from, they're bound together by the energy from Eden. A lot of it. Like, not just a little, not just like enough to summon a candy bar. It's enough to bring down an entire country. So I went to my Eden. And I went to the bush. And I lit it on fire. It looked like it had just been raining, but the fire spread. It spread fast, and it was everywhere in minutes. And I knew that what I had done was irreversible. My Eden wasn't an Eden anymore. It was a forge. It was a place where something powerful could be created. And the bush was the anvil. So I left and I went to retrieve the God Killer, and I knew that the anvil could make God Killers, but I didn't know if it could destroy them, but I had to try. So I did. And I retrieved the God Killer and Prime. The moment I touched it, he knew what I was doing, and he came for me. He came for me. He was there, and he lunged at me, and I did the only reasonable thing I could think to do, and I lashed out, and I stabbed him right in the shoulder. And we both went silent. Dead silent. Because we both realized what I'd just done.
What did you do?
I hurt him. I've never been so scared in my life. I hurt him. I hurt Prime. And I think he was scared too. Because whenever I turned around, he didn't react. I ripped the blade out of his shoulder and I ran, and he didn't move a fucking muscle. And I thought of the flame. I thought of the burning heat, and I was back. I was there, and for a moment, I wasn't afraid. The fire bended to my fingertips. It was mine to control, and I was safe. But about halfway there, I saw the blood on my hands, and I thought about what I did, and I crumpled to the ground. I dropped the knife, and I felt dizzy. I couldn't collect myself. It should go without saying that burning an Eden weakens its defenses. And it did. By the time I retrieved the blade, Prime was there. He was there in his full glory, and he had come for me. So I did the only reasonable thing I've ever done. And I threw that fucking knife into the bush. And I felt the ground shake below me, and I knew that I had won. Prime didn't stop me either. He let me. He didn't make a move towards me until it was done. He knew that I had won, and his interest was no longer in his experiment or that fucking knife. It was in me. So he took me. He took me, and he broke me, and he broke me, and he broke me, and then he held on to me. He locked away every memory I had of that tournament of the God Killers, of my Eden. He locked away my Eden, and then kept me and waited until 2 years ago, when he decided that it would be interesting to throw me in and see what would happen. I remember everything now. I know everything now. I can feel my Eden. I can feel the flames burning in my chest. It hurts, but I think I know what I need to do.
What?
Everything can bleed. Even Prime. And Eden will not burn. Except for mine.
Shoot.